You have your latex and your non-latex. Latex condoms are more popular than non-latex condoms. They're easier to get and they're cheaper than non-latex condoms. Latex condoms, however, cannot be used with oil-based lubricants. If you're using baby oil, petroleum jelly, cooking oil, butter, margarine, anything like that, it will damage the condom and it will defeat the purpose of what you're using the condom for, which is to prevent STDs and unwanted pregnancies. Now, latex condoms, non-latex condoms, I mean, there are polyurethane, polyisoprene, lambskin. Polyurethane can be considered better than latex condoms in several ways. It's not as sensitive to temperature and UV lights, which means a longer shelf life. They can be used with oil-based lubricants. It's less allergenic and has no odor. However, so tired. However, they're less elastic than latex condoms, so they can slip off, they can break easier, and they can lose their shape or bunch up more than latex condoms, and they're also more expensive. I swear my mind is not here right now. Okay, and that's it for polyurethane. They're awesome, but then they're not so awesome. Polyisoprene condoms now. These are a little bit better than polyurethane condoms in the sense that it's softer and more elastic, so it won't slip off and break and bunch up like the polyurethane would. It, however, just like the latex condom, it cannot be used with oil-based lubricants. So latex is more popular, but you can't use oil-based lubricants. Non-latex, the polyurethane, you can use oil-based lubricants, but because it's not as elastic, it will slip off and break and bunch up easier than latex or the polyisoprene condoms. Moving on to lambskin condoms. Lambskin is made from sheep intestine. This, it's effective in blocking sperm, but not in preventing STDs. It's the, you know, those commercial closest thing to nothing at all, something like that. That's what that is. When you're using it, it feels like you're using nothing at all, but it's more for the couples who have been tested and know their status. Because like I said, it does not prevent STDs from being transferred from one person to the other, blah, 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 blah. There are also textured condoms. Textured condoms come with studs or ribs, which help to increase or enhance the sensations for both partners. The ribs or the studs are usually found on the outside, the inside, or both on the condom itself. And that's about it for textured condoms. Flavored condoms. Flavored condoms are used during oral sex. You have your mint, your chocolate, your strawberry, pretty much any flavor you can think of, they have it. A lot of people say they don't use condoms during oral sex, but you can still catch things, from oral sex. In Switzerland and certain other countries, they have a condom that has been approved called the adolescent or teenage condom, targeted to boys between the ages of 12 and 14. Is that it? 12 and 14? Yes. They're a lot smaller than the standard condoms, and this is to help prevent pregnancies and STDs, just like, because we're all like, in this day and age, in this generation, like the younger people are having more sex. And I think this is an awesome idea to provide condoms for these boys and girls. Even though abstinence is the key, abstinence is best, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But in all seriousness, truth and in fact, they're out there having sex. So it's best to equip them, provide them, educate them with these tools, such as the teenage to adolescent condom, made specifically for you and your baby penis. Durex, this is not it, but they do make something similar. They call it the Durex Love Condom, which is designed for boys who are smaller in size, that can't fit a standard size condom. What else is there? There's also the anti-rape condom, which females use, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, because I had to make sure I had all my information. Googled it. Anti-rape condom, I think it is. It's just like the female condom, except that it causes pain to the attacker, which would then have them pull out, and then you run off, blah blah blah. Speaking of which, the female condom, which if you read my blog, I think in the anal sex video I mentioned it briefly, that's also the butt condom, because you can still catch infections from anal sex. Any type of sex, oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex, you can catch diseases, so you do need to protect yourself no matter what. There are boosting condoms, which last year I think they said was recommended for Europe to approve, which will, my throat is so dry, my drink is all the way over there. Okay. Boosting condoms, which will help to enhance the size of the penis. I didn't read much about that. As far as what I've read, though, the little bit that I read is not here in the US, recommended in Europe. I guess Europeans have tiny penises. I don't know if that's true. If you're European and you're watching this, let me know. Do European boys have tiny penises? And I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Latex condoms, polyurethane condoms, polyisoprene condoms, lambskin condoms, you have your textured condoms, you have your flavored condoms, you have your teenage to adolescent condoms, you have your boosting condoms, you have your female condoms, your anti-rape condoms, non-lubricated condoms, lubricated condoms. And the worst type of condom there is an expired condom. And if you don't, you need to check the dates on your condoms. If it's expired, it's not going to do its job. It's going to break. When you unwrap a expired condom, you can tell that it's not, it's dry. It has little flaky things on it. Yeah. Make sure you check expiration dates on your condoms before you use them. And I think that's about it. Peace sign and kissy face.